What follows is most of a letter that was published in the Irish Times on the 25th July 2019 about Brexit. Who in the Brexit referendum was on the Remain side? Her Majesty's government was for Remain. The leading opposition parties were for Remain. All the primary regional parties, DUP accepted, in Scotland, SNP, Wales, Plaid Cymru, and Northern Ireland, Sinn Féin, were for Remain. The Archbishop of Canterbury was for Remain. The EU, its diplomats, and the wider diplomatic community, including Ireland's government and diplomats, were all in for Remain. Cameron, the then incumbent Prime Minister, along with all his living predecessors, were for Remain. George Osborne, the then incumbent Chancellor of the Exchequer, was for Remain, and he even threatened the voters via his next proposed budget should they have the temerity to vote Leave. Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the opposition, then and now, was for Remain. The majority of the members of Parliament were for Remain. President Obama was for Remain. The Bank of England and the bureaucracy were for Remain. The labour unions were for Remain. Academia was overwhelmingly for Remain. Industry, example the Confederation of British Industry, was for Remain. The BBC and the largest part of both the old and new media, Murdoch's broadsheets accepted, were for Remain. All the highbrow magazines were for Remain, The Spectator accepted. The actors and arts communities were for Remain. The vast majority of student activists were for Remain. Owen Jones and all the wannabe student activists were for Remain. The vast majority of the bar and the legal profession were for Remain. But I repeat myself, now ask yourself precisely who in the Brexit referendum was on the Leave side. Just some voters.